Greetings, beautiful people. It's your girl, Yo. I hope you guys are going to make it a great day. I'm here to tell you some things this morning, and it's going to shock you to your core, some of you. Well, most of you, because I know a whole lot of you don't even know, don't even know uh, who you are. And I know a lot of y'all are searching, and I know who you think you are, and stuff. But before I start off with that, let me first tell you that this video might get taken down because it's going to be just that deep. It's going to be quick, but it's going to be deep. But the thoughts and opinions are mine and mine alone, based on facts, actual facts that you too can find out by the click of a finger, okay? But I want you to listen closely. I want you to listen real close. And I want to tell you this, some of you are going to be like, yo, don't go on crazy. But you know, when I come to you in peace, in truth. I come to you to try to enlighten you and try to get you to think. And most of all, I want you to do your own research. But I'm here to tell you right now who you're not, okay? Number one, you're not black. You're not an African American. You didn't come from Africa. I know all these things. You're not a Negro. You're not a you know what? You're none of these things. You're none of these things that you were taught that you was. You're none of them. I want to also let you know that 98% of our ancestors did not come from Africa. Let me say that again. 98% of our ancestors did not come from Africa. Okay? You are not African. You're not an African American. Well, then you're saying, well, dang, if I'm not that, and I've been told all of this all this time, then who am I, yo? Who am I? You know, everywhere in all holy writ, or holy Bibles, or holy scriptures, all different types of scriptures, even written on the walls in Africa, it has the saying, to know thyself. You've always been told to know thyself, like to know who you are, you know, or get to know who you are. Let me tell you who you are. You are the descendants of the indigenous Aboriginal Nijis of this land, known as Turtle Island. It's now called America. In other words, you are already here in these Americans. You are the original man and woman of civilization. You didn't come from Africa. Your ancestors didn't come from Africa. We were already here. In the early 1800s, they took some of us from the Americans, the so-called Americans, and took us over to Africa because it was too many of us here. Because your slave masters and things, they wanted to bring all the other people over here so they could take our land. Now, I know y'all saying, dang, this is a lot. Yeah, it is, and it's early in the morning for some of y'all. But I want to tell you that you need to do your research, and you need to know who you are. You are an Indian. That's what they call you, the Indian. You are the black Indian. You are the original man and woman. You are the Indian. And let me tell you something. George Washington told you. He have it in his writings. Christopher Columbus, he told you. It's in his writings. Malcolm X told you. He's in his speeches. Martin Luther King told you in the I Have a Dream speech, if you go through the whole 17 minutes of it. See, people, you need to research it for yourselves. But for those of you that's not going to do that, I'm here to tell you who you are. Okay? I wouldn't lie to you. Some of y'all are shocked, I know. And don't feel like the ones that thinking they are Africans or came from Africa, don't feel like your history has been stripped, you know, because you've been thinking all this time that you was an African, not knowing that you were Indian. indigenous to this land don't think that it's been stripped, because some of the traditions and stuff like that are still displayed. They just scattered them and mixed them up. If you think about some of the things that the Indians do, the rituals and stuff that they do, and then what the Africans today do, if you look at it, they are similar. Okay? But I want you to do your research. And like I said, this video might be taken down because you're not supposed to know this. But it's crazy because it's hidden in plain sight. All you got to do is look it up. Okay? I know it's a lot to take in. I know. But take it in because it's true. And it's you. Know thyself. And for those of you who are too, I'm going to call it like it is, too lazy to go check it out and look it up, well, you know, in the biblical story about the children making it to, Israel making it to the promised land, that story that you was taught and that you learned, well, all of them didn't make it to the promised land. You understand? All of them didn't make it. You know, you had a whole lot of moaning and groaning and complaining. Wanted to stay where they were. Time to wake up. Do your research. And I'm going to be putting some stuff out here. I'm going to be throwing some stuff out here. Again, it might be taken down because you ain't supposed to know. But you need to know thyself. And remember when we used to go to school, we used to call ourselves Indians? And if somebody called you black, you used to get to fighting? All these was true. It was true. All right. I got some things to do today. I know this rocked you. But you ain't none of those things that you've been called. Now you know. Have a good day. Peace be unto you and yours.